Alright, I'm working on a little coupe again here. I got the seats out and I'm looking them over, trying to figure out how I'm going to put them in there. The way they were in there, they were sitting on this track. I've never seen a system like this. It's just a single track, you know, and it's working pretty good. It wasn't in the car because it's all jammed up, but you got the single track here, and then you got these little rollers, these little nylon wheels that roll on the track or something, but there wasn't any track for them, you know. That was in the original car. So let me take that off and see what we got. Like I say, these seats are in pretty good shape. I think they're out of an 88 Beretta, maybe. Chevy Beretta. I think it's a Chevy. And you had this thing here, this piece here welded on. I just broke that off. You just had it welded to the seat. I don't think I'll have to grind it or anything. It's not in the way, but I don't need it. Alright, let me take this off and see what we got here. Alright, I got that track off and all the mechanisms, and looks like we might have something to work with here. I'm thinking of maybe putting the front on a hinge here, you know. This ain't the hinge, this is just a simulation. But that way I can lift the seat up in case I have to work on the heater, because this driver's seat, I'm going to try to keep that heater in where it belongs. And then maybe across the back I'll put a plate here for the rear to sit down on. But I'm going to have to get rid of, well, I don't have to get rid of them, but I'll probably get rid of these rollers. We're not going to be using that. We're not going to have a track. And if it's not a plate like that, maybe just a couple pads for the feet to sit down on. Alright, well, something to think about anyway. Alright, let me take the other one apart. Let me see what's going on there. Alright, this other seat here is the passenger seat. This one he has a little hacked up. He actually cut the whole rolling system off on this side here, so I'll probably have to fabricate something for the rear seat to sit on. This one here, it looks like he took the rollers out and just put a little, I don't know what you want to call that, spacer. And this here, I already busted this off. You just had that tack welded on. So, alright, so something to work with. At least the framework is still there. Alright, let me take this off the thing, and I don't feel like dealing with these right now, so I'll show you what we are going to work on. There's something else I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to take the headrest out. It's the kind where you have to shove something down in the thing. There's no buttons or anything, but don't really need the headrest. It'll probably look better in a coupe than that. That looks kind of modern. Alright. Alright, here's what I'll probably tackle today. It's the inside door panel here. Last time when I mentioned, you know, the last guy made the panels out of cardboard. Some guy left me a wise ass comment. What was he supposed to use, you know? Well, you don't use corrugated cardboard like this. They do have some hard compressed cardboard you can use just for that purpose, but you don't use corrugated stuff like this, because once it gets wet, it's just about useless. That's why this is all falling apart and falling off. You know, all he used there is basically a pizza box. You know, and they're meant to deliver pizzas in. They're not made to use as backing boards for upholstery doors. So this is what I picked up here. This here is a piece of 1/8 inch masonite. And it's sort of nice and smooth and finished on the back, which will hold the upholstery good, and it's flexible too. You know, it's flexible, but yet it's firm. So, and it's got, I got this one here because it had like a coating. It's meant to put in bathrooms, so it's sort of has a waterproof coating on there. Not that this car will ever be in the rain, but I think this will work out nice. And then let me show you what I picked up here. I got some carpet. I probably bought more than I need. But I got a roll of carpet there, and the interior is going to be gray, a light gray, and this here is heat pleated vinyl. So most of it's going to be that. I know you really can't see it because it's in a plastic bag, but that's basically what the interior is going to be. And here's a sample of the rug. It's a nice color gray, and it matches the seats pretty good. And it's a lot nicer than that indoor-outdoor carpet that they have in here. You know, this stuff here is pretty cheap garbage, but that's what we're going to do. We'll use this this sort of plush, nice carpet. Alright, let me try and make a template for this door. We'll show you that when we get it done. Alright, I got my template on here. The main reason, I mean, it's basically a square, but the main reason I had to make the template was so I know where this door opener is and where these holes are on the side, so I know where to put the clips. There's a lot of holes there. I'll probably use half of them. That should be plenty, because there aren't any on top here. We got this this plate here. I'm probably going to paint that the same color as the outside red. Same with the dash. I think I'm going to paint the dash red. Except for the insert. Got a big insert down there. You can't see it. Mike has it pulled out, but that's black. And I guess I'll just leave that black. But that thing that goes across there, the top of the dash, I think I might paint that red. And then with this here, let me get a pencil. Sorry about that. But here, I think I'm going to try to do this left-handed. I'm a righty. I'll come down to a point, and then over here, come down to a point. That's a little crude, but this here is going to be gray, and then the rest of this will all be pleated. So I think it'll look okay. The pleat is it's an old-time thing, you know, the tuck and roll, and a lot of the old jalopies have it, so I think I'll go with it too. So let me take this template off, and then maybe cut that piece of masonite to fit. Ready. Alright, got my template made here. I got it on top of the masonite. And while you guys weren't looking, I cut this one. So I got the hole in here, and right here where the door latch goes. And I got my pilot holes. These aren't the size of the holes I'm going to use, but they're just pilot holes, so I know where to go. And rounded the edges off. And it came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. So here's the other side. Alright, I'm going to do the other side. Maybe I'll set you up on a tripod and show you how nice this stuff cuts. Alrighty. Alright, here's the passenger door. And like I said, I didn't cut this. I cut one side already, but I just laid it out. Laid it out here. So if there's any modifications you're going to make, this is what you're going to do right now. Like right here where it says add an eighth. I wanted to add an eighth of an inch because my holes were pretty close to the edge there, and that's probably going to break. Same with over here. I added an eighth here, but that's where you make your fine tuning. All right, let's set you up and cut this one. You see the mark. I got these from Mrs. Daddy Dirtbike. She's a nurse, and they throw these out with certain kits. They're nice markers. It's a fine tip, and the blue almost looks black when you put it on anything. So, all right, let's do some cutting. To cut the stuff, I'm just going to use a jigsaw. It cuts pretty good. And the blade I have on there, it's not a super aggressive, and it's not really fine, but it cuts it real nice. Okay. Alright, I'm set up here right on the edge of the table here. Give us a little rigidity. Alright, let's start. And don't forget your safety glasses there, okay? You're ready. so I don't have to reach so far. Alright, there we go. Gonna touch up a couple spots. There we go. Alrighty, let me cut the rest of these lines and then we'll do a little sanding. Alright, I'm going to radius these edges here just ever so slightly, maybe about the size of about a quarter or something. You're not going to see it, but I'll know it's there. Alright, let me cut them off, and you can't see me doing this one over here, but anyway, believe me, I'm doing it. Alright, I'm going to cut them, and then we'll just sand it a little bit. Alright, I got the holes center punched. You can't see them because I couldn't even see them. I had to put little blue dots on here so I can see them, but I radius to the edges here. They come out alright. Now I'm just going to put these pilot holes in there. For them clips. Alright, I'm going to finish putting them holes in there, and then we should be done. I put the molding on top here, and put that through the hole. It actually fits pretty good. And when I put the clips on the side, you know, these clips will pull it in, and it should work pretty good. Alright, here's the door handle here. That opens and closes. Let me go over to the other side and show you how that works. I'll tell you a funny story about that. I put the door handle on for you here. And when I went to pick this car up, I pulled it onto the trailer, and I tried to open the door, pulling it back, pulling it forward like this, and the door wouldn't open. I had to get Daddy Dirtbike to open the door for me. I was stuck in there. But on these Model A's, the handle lifts up like this. Is that wacky or what? That was Henry Ford goofing on Road King, and he's been dead for I don't know how many years. But you pull up on him, and here's the knob. You pull up, and it opens the thing. So unless you own one of these, who would have thought, Up, remember that. Pull up. Alright, I don't know how long this video is getting, but if it's too long, we'll just publish this, and if we have a little time, maybe we'll start doing the upholstery. Alright.